Good morning. Looking at the very top of the State House where you can see the flag. Trying to get a little breeze, get a little wave going for you this morning. It is 6 o'clock. Happy Tuesday to you. And a dark start. The sun is going to come up for us very soon and warm things up for us. But in the meantime, if you're about to get out, walk the dog, maybe go on a nice jog, you still have those cool and mild temperatures to start, and we get to enjoy it again for another day.
Yeah, so hopefully you're enjoying this nice, cooler, less humid weather for sure. But we do have some changes that are headed our way. That begins tomorrow. Not necessarily severe weather, right, that we're talking about tomorrow?
There could be a couple,
okay,
but I don't think every storm will be severe. We'll get this round and then we'll go back to sunshine. Okay. So it's just this a little bit of a stormy pattern for tomorrow and then we're good again. But it feels so good out there this morning. But if you don't like the coolness, you'll go back to 80.
Yeah, just don't poke your head out until 9 a.m.
Exactly, that's all you got to do. It's honestly crazy. When we're in our stream, you can join us on our streaming app there, and we go until 9, and we see this huge jump in temperatures early in the morning. So I would say our coolest time of the morning is about this time of year, about 8 o'clock. By 9 o'clock, some of us have jumped 10 degrees within the hour. It's crazy how quickly our mornings warm up with that August sun. All right, you're looking live in Bloomington, where today's day number 2 of classes. We are back in the full swing of things. Same at Purdue and same at Ball State. No wind out there whatsoever. It's very calm this morning all across central Indiana, and it is a nice start. It's a refreshing start without being too chilly. I mean, we're at 50 in Grant County. It's a little cool out there. Down to 54 in Pendleton and Newcastle, Connorsville, 53 in Muncie. Good morning, Crawfordsville. We're in the low 50s this morning. Here in Indianapolis, still holding on to low 60s, and 50s farther to the south, Bedford, 55. We do have a little bit of patchy fog, but a lot of us are okay. Some of the thickest right now is around Muncie, and we also have some in Montgomery and Putnam counties. But it is going to be a great day today again. Maybe just a touch warmer. Coming up, though, after a nice day today, we do have storm chances with this next front. We'll time out when you could see some severe weather later tomorrow. But let's talk traffic this morning, 2 minutes after 6. I don't have any big crashes for you, and I was just checking. We had a little yellow sliver pop up on I-70 over by the Cloverdale exit. Everything's moving fine. I mean, there's construction along I-70, but we're moving fine. This is live look in Cloverdale. Folks are cruising at normal speed, which is good. And then a live look along I-465 at 69. There on the northeast side. Through all the construction, we're moving A-OK. Julia.
Thank you, Matt. Well, new this morning, IMPD is investigating an abandoned infant on the city's southeast side.
And we've learned more information because of a public police report that was filed overnight. Officers were called to this area just before 7 last night to the 5400 block of Thompson Road. It's between Emerson and Arlington Avenues.
So that is where police tell us they found the baby. Our crew at the scene also observed officers going in and out of nearby businesses, although right now it's unclear where exactly the baby was found. We, of course, are reaching out to Metro Police for more information on the investigation and, of course, any leads into who this baby is and the baby's condition.
All right, well, as the water continues to recede across central Indiana, Hoosiers are getting a better look at the long road ahead to cleaning up from all the historic storms.
Including, of course, in Hamilton County, where leaders there would like to make sure everyone's on the same page when it comes to the cleanup effort. Marina Silva is in Hamilton County this morning with the very latest. Good morning.
Good morning. We are here in Carmel on a Hazeldale Parkway. This is just one of the spots in Hamilton County hit really hard from the flooding. In fact, you can actually see these barriers behind me, and that's because the road is still closed and will be for a while. Now, the county says they entered into contracts with debris removal companies in order to get things cleaned up. Now, what this means for you, there'll be 27 spots in the county. That's where dumpsters will be, and they say that it's very important to sort through everything, separate it into piles. So we're talking things like furnitures, appliances, hazardous materials, electronics, and those are just some of the piles that you'll find when you go to the dumpsters. Now, this is a FEMA rule, and it's in order to get additional funding for cleanup efforts.
Working so hard to diligently compile all of the data, the damage estimates, what may be impacted for this and what our long-term repercussions are, how that's important for our citizens. Those designations and the work that the state is doing starts working on the midterm and long-term planning for the recovery efforts.
Now, if you are in Carmel, the city is actually hosting a town hall at Northview Church that starts at 5:30 this evening. You'll get face-to-face time with some city leaders about some of these cleanup efforts and things that you need to know. You can ask questions, get your questions answered. So again, a lot of different city resources for Carmel will be at Northview Church today at 5:30. But we did get an update from Hamilton County about the bridge repair efforts here on Hazel Dell Parkway. So coming up at 5:30, I'll share what we know and how long this road will be shut down for. Ladies?
I imagine a lot of these neighbors are calling a lot of numbers and having to file paperwork. It probably feels good to be able to talk to people face to face today, Marina. Thank you.
And the state is also waiting to see if FEMA is going to approve Governor Braun's request for an expedited major disaster declaration that would open up an additional assistance from the federal government for 54 counties across the state.
Now, in the governor's request, he estimated total property damage could be anywhere between $500 million and $5 billion. In the meantime, the state announced it has started reviewing applications to the State Disaster Relief Fund. You can apply for a $5,000 grant right now, and the state expects to start determining eligibility within the week and start reaching out to confirm your information and issue payments.
We have collected a list of resources. As Jillian noted, you don't know who to call or when to call, so we have put together a lot of information all in one place for you about the flooding. You can just head there to WTHR.com/funding and find a whole host of information. And residents in Gary, meantime, they have been waiting and may finally get relief today when power is expected to be restored.
Expected. This comes after the storms, of course, ripped through that region 2 weeks ago, knocking out the power for tens of thousands of people. Callie Lichter this morning is reporting from the State House with more on the community response. And today could be the day to finally get the power back on for all of these neighbors still left behind. Good morning, Callie.
Yeah, good morning. I know that's definitely the hope that the power is restored, but in the meantime, some community and big names are coming together to help some of their own who are still battling this storm, which started on August 11th. Now, 13 News traveled to Gary on Monday to speak to residents lined outside Roosevelt Pavilion. They were able to get relief kits full of essential resources and some free meals. This comes as the power outage is causing disruption at grocery stores that aren't able to carry fresh food. It also caused trouble for residents who were able to get fresh produce but weren't able to actually cook it. The stories of the struggle to return to normal in Gary gained national attention, including from food influencer Keith Lee. He was one of the organizers of the event, but for some residents, this help, the fresh food and supplies, should have come a while ago, as they say some in their community spent weeks literally and figuratively in the dark.
This is very scary for individuals. My thing is with this coming upon us, it should have been unity.
And as of now, power company NIPSCO says just under 1,600 are currently without power from the storms. NIPSCO is under scrutiny from Governor Mike Braun and others in the community. Coming up later this hour, we'll talk about the calls for the investigation into their outage response. Ladies.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Callie. We'll check in with you soon.
A teenager will be spending more than 50 years in prison after a jury found him guilty of sexual assault on his school bus. A jury convicted Landon Doty on 11 charges for sexually assaulting a nonverbal boy with autism on the school bus in Jennings County. He was 15 at the time of that crime. Doty was also sentenced to more than 3 years probation after his prison sentence is up.